Good evening, I'm Larry Smith. Nancy has the evening off tonight. More than 2 months later, there are still many questions about a deadly Nicholasville police shooting. The man's family says he was wrongfully shot, while police say he aimed guns at officers. Our Lee Searcy looked into the training of the officers who responded to the call and more in this LEX 18 investigates.
The day Desmond LeDuc's family called for a mental health check at the 22-year-old's home, they never imagined how it would end. On Saturday, October 22nd, 22 Nicholasville police officers responded to the standoff that lasted just over 2 hours. It ended when police say LeDuc aimed 2 guns at officers and an officer fatally shot him. A witness's 17-second cell phone video is the only visual evidence that we've seen from the shooting. LeDuc's family has criticized the department for how it handled the situation.
This can't keep happening. You don't answer a suicide call with a SWAT team.
That day, Nicholasville police said they had 2 negotiators on scene, officers specially trained in dealing with people with mental health issues. We were curious about the other officers, so we requested and looked through all of their personnel files like this one to see just how extensive their training is in dealing with people in crisis. Here's what we found. Of the 22 officers, 3 attended a 40-hour crisis intervention team training, a course that helps them respond to people who are having a mental health crisis. 2 of those officers also had 80 hours of crisis negotiation training. 7 of the 22 officers had full basic SWAT training. After police in Kentucky graduate basic training, they're required to get 40 hours of in-service training every year throughout their career. The types of training each officer gets can vary. They can choose from a catalog of courses offered by the Department of Criminal Justice Training. In Kentucky, police officers are not required to take a full crisis intervention training course. According to the file of Joseph Horton, the officer police say shot LeDuc, he had not completed a crisis intervention team training course. He did complete an 80-hour SWAT course. Nicholasville police say since the fatal shooting of Desmond LeDuc, the department hosted several days of mental health crisis trainings for all first responders, police, firefighters, and EMTs. And the department says it's always reviewing and changing its policies and practices. In Nicholasville, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Former Kentucky offensive coordinator